The man who held up Moses' hands, the forgotten hero behind Israel's victory. The desert wind howls across the battlefield near Rephidim. Dust rises as warriors clash. Swords strike shields. Men shout battle cries. The newly freed nation of Israel is fighting its first war. Their enemy is fierce and experienced, the tribe of Amalek. Leading Israel from a nearby hill stands the prophet Moses. In his hand is the staff of God, the same staff that once struck the Nile and parted the sea. But what happens next is one of the most unusual battle strategies ever recorded in history. When Moses raises his hands, Israel begins to win. When his hands fall, the enemy advances. The outcome of the war depends on whether one man can keep his arms lifted. And standing beside him is a little-known figure whose quiet act would determine the fate of the battle. His name is Hur. Only weeks earlier, the Israelites had escaped slavery in Egypt. Led by Moses, they crossed the Red Sea and began their journey through the wilderness. But freedom did not mean safety. Near the desert region of Rephidim, a dangerous tribe attacked. The Amalekites were desert raiders known for striking the weak and vulnerable. According to Deuteronomy 25:17-18, they attacked the rear of Israel's camp, targeting the tired and defenseless. Israel had never fought as a nation before. They were former slaves, not trained soldiers, yet the battle could not be avoided. Moses calls a young warrior named Joshua. Joshua would later become one of Israel's greatest military leaders, but this was his first command. Moses tells him, "Choose some of our men and go out to fight the Amalekites." Tomorrow, Moses says, he will stand on the hill with the staff of God in his hand. Bible reference Exodus 17:9. Joshua obeys. The next day, the battle begins. High above the battlefield, 3 men stand watching. Moses, Aaron, and the lesser-known figure, Hur. Moses raises his hands toward heaven with the staff of God. Something extraordinary happens. Below them, the Israelite army begins pushing the enemy back. Victory seems possible, but time passes. The desert sun burns hotter, and Moses begins to grow tired. Slowly, his arms begin to drop. Suddenly, the tide of battle changes. The Amalekites begin gaining ground. The Israelites start losing. Bible reference Exodus 17:11. Moses is exhausted. His arms tremble. If they fall, Israel may lose the battle. That is when Hur acts. He and Aaron bring a stone for Moses to sit on. Then they do something remarkable. They stand on each side of him, and they lift his arms. One man on the left, one man on the right, holding them steady, minute after minute, hour after hour. Because of their support, Moses' hands remain raised until sunset, and on the battlefield below, Israel wins. Bible reference Exodus 17:12-13. The Amalekite army retreats. Joshua returns victorious. The nation celebrates. But something important could easily be overlooked. The victory was not won by Moses alone. It was won by 3 men working together: the prophet, the priest, and the quiet supporter. One of them, Hur, is barely mentioned again in the story. Yet without him, the battle might have been lost. The Bible gives only brief details about Hur, but they are fascinating. He appears again later in Exodus 24:14, where Moses appoints him alongside Aaron to help lead the people while Moses goes up Mount Sinai. Some Jewish traditions believe Hur may have been the grandfather of Bezalel, the man chosen by God to build the tabernacle. Though history says little about him, his one recorded action became a powerful symbol of supportive leadership. The story of Hur is surprisingly relevant today. Even the great prophet Moses could not succeed alone. Today we often expect leaders to carry everything by themselves: CEOs, presidents, pastors, business founders, community leaders. But leadership without support leads to exhaustion. Hur reminds us that every great leader needs people who help hold up their hands. Many people today want visible leadership roles. But Hur shows that some of the most important roles happen behind the scenes. Modern examples include advisors, assistants, mentors, team members, supportive colleagues. Their contributions may not receive recognition, but without them, success would not happen. The victory at Rephidim required 3 elements: Joshua leading the army, Moses interceding on the hill, Hur and Aaron supporting the leader. The same principle applies today. No organization succeeds because of one person alone. Great achievements happen when teams work together. Hur did not command the army. He did not perform miracles. Yet he demonstrated leadership by strengthening another leader. In modern workplaces and communities, this is often called servant leadership. Helping others succeed is one of the most powerful forms of influence. Complete Bible references. Main story: Exodus 17:8-13, the battle against Amalek. Exodus 17:11-12, Hur and Aaron hold up Moses' hands. Additional references: Exodus 24:14, Hur helps lead Israel while Moses is on Mount Sinai. 1 Chronicles 2:19-20, genealogy connected to Hur. Deuteronomy 25:17-18, explanation of the Amalekite attack. Closing reflection: history remembers kings. History remembers prophets. History remembers warriors. But sometimes, history is changed by someone who simply refuses to let another person fall. On a hill overlooking the battlefield, one man held up the arms of a tired leader. And because he did, an entire nation survived. His name was Hur. And his story reminds us that sometimes the greatest victories in life are won not by those who stand in front, but by those who quietly stand beside us.